Hello, and welcome to The Highlight. This is a show where we actually showcase businesses, brands, entities, and artists. All right, so I'm here with Rashonda. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. I brought you on today because I'm doing a segment on coaching, and I heard you were some sort of coach.
That's correct. Coach, consultant, all the above.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about who you are and what it is that you do.
I'm Rashonda Reed. I am a business coach, or I like to go by consultant because I don't tell my clients what to do.
Okay.
My goal is to inform them, educate them, and help them achieve their goals
Got
and
you.
arrive at that. So I consider that more consulting than necessarily coaching.
Got you. So, what is it like? I guess more or less like what is the scope or the services or like what is it that you offer as a consultant?
I offer a full spectrum of anything you need to get your business up and running.
Okay.
I specialize in the processes and systems that people need to get their business up and going. In today's society, we have a lot of what I call microwave syndrome,
Okay.
shiny object syndrome. We want it right now. Oh, that's the new thing, so I have to do this, I have to do that. What I do is I like to slow my clients down, have them set up systems and processes that will help them in what they're doing right now and then achieve their maximum success.
Perfect. Okay. So, do you have any like workshops or anything that you or is this like a one-on-one type of situation or is it how do you typically flow with your consulting?
My flow is pretty even kill. I do have some workshops that I do here and there.
Okay.
A lot of it is one-on-one,
Okay.
just because I believe in tailoring plans to fit my individual client.
Got you.
There are a lot of coaches out there who will do, like, they'll just have this mass plan.
Got you.
And it's like, everybody get on this conference call, and not to say anything against those coaches, that works. But what I realize is, especially with newer entrepreneurs, there are a lot of personal things that come up. Mindset plays a big factor in your business, stress level, support is really, really huge.
Got you.
So when you have something that isn't tailored to the individual, sometimes you can miss some major components.
Got you.
So I have a program where we have weekly accountability. I also have one that is a little further spread out. And then I do intensives where I have one that's 3 hours where we meet face to face and we hammer it out.
Gotcha.
And then I have one that's 5 hours, that's 2 days where we hammer out some stuff, we give you time to kind of think about it, implement it, and then we come back and review and set up the action plan from there.
Okay. So as a coach, do you have any like formal training yourself, or is this something that like, a lot of people have come to you and like, hey, I see that you kind of are good at this. Can you help me? And is that how it developed? Or I guess tell us a little bit about that side of the fence.
For me, it was kind of a situation where I was with a company.
Okay.
And it was just kind of like, okay, well, we need somebody to kind of help people.
Gotcha.
And a lot of people always came to me anyway. So there was some formal training there.
Okay.
Now, coaching in general, there's a lot of certifications, different formal trainings that you can get. What's the best one? It just really depends. I mean, because you have so many different types of coaches.
Of course.
Life coaches, finance coaches, they fall into so many different ranges.
Categories.
Yeah.
Got you. So one of my things that I would like to know, just dealing with so many different types of people and just, different needs, does that kind of like drain you? Like, I just wonder if the coach, needs to be coached or just, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just wonder if that takes a toll on you as an individual.
In the beginning, it did.
Okay.
Because I took it a lot of my clients' rejection
Okay.
or them not following what I asked them to do. I took it personal.
Got you.
What I realized is I can instruct, I can guide, I can empower, I can educate, but I can't want it for it.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
I can't want it for you.
Of course.
So, people are like, oh, I want it. And then they see the work and it's kind of like, yeah, I want it, but I don't want to have to do that. Right. And so that's what I realized.
Got
so
you.
It doesn't, just being an entrepreneur though, which I'm sure
Of course.
can be draining. There's so many different hats.
Yes.
Especially when you are doing it with a small team or by yourself.
Of course.
There's so many different facets that you have to factor in: the financial, the marketing, the networking, and all that stuff.
For sure.
So
for sure.
definitely have had to learn a lot of life balance and loving myself and nurturing myself and taking care of myself in the process. Because you can definitely easily
just easily get.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Yep.
Well, okay. Well, it seems like you're getting it all together. Everything is coming together, and so for those that want to learn more about you, or just maybe participate or see see what you have coming up, how do we stay connected? How do we do so?
The best way is you can find me at RashondaReed.com.
Okay.
Rashonda is ROSHAWNDA.
I was gonna ask. I'm sorry,
Yes.
because I just wanted to make sure.
My mom was creative.
Okay. Ain't
Um,
nothing wrong with that.
That's definitely the same thing on Facebook, and also Instagram.
Okay.
My Instagram is full of just positive little nuggets.
Got you. Got you.
Because again, the thing I found in coaching and entrepreneurship is a lot of people don't realize how much of them it takes to be in their business.
Got you.
The rejection and all that kind of stuff. So a real big basis, especially with women, is helping them understand that failure is kind of part of it, rejection is part of it.
Got you.
And really for them to own their own voice. I think I can only speak as a woman because I'm only a woman. But I know that, there are these things instilled in us from very little about what a woman should be.
Gotcha.
Either she should be at home with her kids, or she should be this mogul. And then you kind of get to a point where it's like, okay, I'm doing all these things because that's what I'm supposed to do.
Gotcha.
But, you're successful in some case, but you're unfulfilled. So
that is true.
For my women clients, I really start with who are you and who do you want to be? And helping them break the mindset of whatever was instilled in them that they were supposed to be.
Got you. Well, I appreciate that little nugget because as a woman entrepreneur myself, it gets tough. So, so thank you, and I'll stay following you and stay connected, and maybe
Great.
I might come and be a little coaching myself or a little consultant, as they say.
Definitely.
But it's definitely been a pleasure. I appreciate you stopping by, and I look forward to seeing what's up next.
Okay, well, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming by.
Yeah, you killed that beat. Yeah. We live everywhere we go, we do it by ourselves. I'm quick to blow a check like I can't hold my breath. I'm quick to turn up, man, I party to my death. I do me until I can't no more, get right or you'll get left. Straight like that, just like that. Straight up, straight like that, just like that. Straight like that, just like that. Baby girl, that's how we rock. Straight like that, just like that. Baby girl, that's how we rock. Yeah. I'm gone, out of there, screaming free. I salute it to my brother out of there. Straight up on my level, can't turn down, man. I gotta crank up. Straight on game, man. Figure tank up. I'm so well known, man. Get your rank up. Everywhere I go, I got a problem with myself. Don't mean to be so arrogant. I think I need some help, and you need some direction. Or get right or you'll get left. Too legit, I cannot quit. I burn the check, can't hold my breath. Like, oh Lord, please just bless my soul. I do this for my stripes, all my life on Gresham Road. Straight like this and that, and just do you, I do me folk. A little bit of this, smooth stripping to the flow like overload. Do you want some more? I'm quick to turn up on you just in case you didn't know. Straight like that for real, man, I might just strike a pose. Straight like that, I will spend 100 on my clothes. Everywhere we go, we do it by ourselves. I'm quick to blow a check like I can't hold my breath. I'm quick to turn up, man, I party to my death. I do me until I can't no more, get right or you'll get left.
All right, so I'm here with Coach Roxy, actually one of my personal friends. I thank you so much for stopping by today. So let's tell everybody who you are and what it is that you do.
Okay, actually my name is Roxy Kane. I'm also a vocalist, singer, songwriter. Been doing it for over 30 years.
Okay.
And during that time, people would ask me, to kind of help them with their vocals or their show, their performances, and I'd help them out. And I was going back and forth. I was on the road for a while, going back and forth helping other people. And I thought, well, I don't want to do that, traveling back and forth to other people while I'm working on my other stuff. So I started my own business.
Gotcha.
It's actually just not quite 2 years.
Okay.
It's just a year and almost a half.
Okay.
And my students are ages 6 through adults.
Got you. Okay. So with the vocal coaching, is there any formal training that's required, or are most coaches on that side of the fence kind of just God-given talent that, can help and motivate, and how does that part of the fence work?
I think it's more experience and, kind of it's a gift.
Got you.
And you kind of know what people need.
Got you.
In order to improve or get in their development.
Got
and
you.
what to do to improve when their performances and singing. It's a big difference between a formal voice teacher and a vocal coach.
Got you.
The coach
Okay.
is actually taking what you have and helping to improve it
Okay.
and develop it, or show you what you have that you don't have. A formal voice teacher is really working with sight reading, which I do.
Okay.
And I chose not to do that because that kind of gets away to what my passion is. And my passion is mostly molding
Got you.
the talent that's
Okay.
already there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. In a circumstance like where people come to get, the coaching and things of that nature, what are the steps? Like, what do you teach them first? How does it, what are the processes, more or less?
What I do is, first, they're contacting me.
Okay.
Sometimes I may go out and select just maybe 1/8 of the time.
Okay.
But most of my students come to me.
Okay.
Ask me. And so I want to know what they want.
Okay.
What do they need?
Okay.
And we kind of sit down. The first session is usually me getting to know them
Okay.
and what they need.
Okay.
I listen to their voices or look at their performances,
Okay.
whatever it is they're doing, and they tell me what they want to do.
Got you.
And then I come up with a plan to get them there.
Okay.
And so I listen to them sing or do whatever they're going to do. I video it. And then we kind of follow, the improvements
Okay.
or non-improvements.
Got you.
Whatever's going on with them. But I am molding and getting them where they want to be.
Okay. So, I noticed that you said in the beginning that are you a performer yourself, or okay? So, would the coach be willing to show a little bit of something?
Something, just a little voice told me in my head that you would ask me.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
what you didn't even ask me yet. What do you want me to do?
I would love to hear a little something from the coach. A little songbird, little something.
Just a little,
Just a little
anything.
something, anything.
Okay. I love Gladys Knight,
Okay.
which is one of my favorites. So I'll just do a little bit of that.
Okay, that'll work.
I've had my share of life's ups and downs, but fate's been kind. The downs have been few. Oh, and I guess you would say, oh, that I've been lucky, yeah. Oh, and I guess you would say that is all because of you, if anyone.
Okay. Coach Roxy. All right. All right. Well, for those that want to follow you and see what you got going on and just stay connected with you, how do we do that? How do we stay connected?
I'm on Facebook.
Okay.
You can go to my business page, which is Coach Roxy, CoachRoxy. My personal Facebook, Roxy Kane, RoxyCain. I'm also on Instagram,
Okay.
Coach_Roxy.
Okay.
On Twitter, Coach_Roxy. You can email me at theroxykane@gmail.
Okay.
Any of those.
Any
Just
of
get in
those
contact
methods.
with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have anything coming up? Anything notable that we should be aware of, or just kind of follow you and see what's going on?
Yeah, kind of follow me and see what's going on. But we're trying to plan I'm trying to plan a show or performances for my students sometime in November.
Okay.
So y'all stay in touch.
Okay. Well, Miss Cat TV will definitely stay connected so that way we can be in the house
Okay.
for that performance. But definitely, it's been a pleasure. I appreciate
Thank
you taking out
you.
your time
Thank you.
and gracing us with that beautiful voice. And we'll stay connected.
Thanks.
Thank you. All right, so I'm here with Rod. How are you today?
I'm good, yourself?
I'm doing fine. Thank you so much for asking. So I have you here on our coaching segment. And why don't you tell everyone who you are and what it is that you do?
Well, my name is Rod Nightingale.
Okay.
I'm a sports youth coach
Okay.
here in Houston.
Okay.
I also have a fitness facility called Team Impact,
Okay.
where we do boot camps, personal training, and sports conditioning camp for youth athletes.
Okay, sounds like a plan. So I guess tell us about some of the, you said youth, is it with school, or I guess tell us a little bit more about what it is that you do.
It's not so much affiliated with, per se, any school district. It's just
Okay,
something
just-
where more of a community outreach
Got you.
program.
Got you.
Big brother mentorship.
Got
of
you.
sorts.
Okay.
And I actually coach a youth football team here in Houston,
Okay.
the Eastside Bengals. So a lot of the kids come from our program as well as other football organizations around the city.
Got you. Okay. So, as far as being a coach, is there any like formal training that you have to have, or is it kind of like, I've always been good in sports, so I think I can, train somebody else to do the same thing?
Well, I have always been good at sports, but yes, formal training.
Okay.
TSU, Human Performance,
Okay.
kinesiology major.
Okay.
And I've taken USA football coaching curriculum to get up to speed on concussion protocol, first aid, with
Okay.
the way the game is nowadays.
Got you.
So yes, I have done formal training.
Okay. So with being a coach, this is one thing that I'm just wondering. When you're dealing with so many different people, especially the youth, because they're young and they're all just active and things of that nature, do you find that it drains you? Being a coach and pouring into people, does that kind of drain you a little bit, more or less, or?
It does at times.
It does. Okay.
Depending on some of the situations where you hear that some of the kids come from,
Yes.
and you begin to hear their story, and at sometimes you just want to take that hug and
Got you.
grab it away from them all, but you do at the end of the day go home, and it does drain you at times.
I got you. So it's kind of like when you pour in and kind of take it personally, and then you
Yes.
kind of like wear it on. I got you.
And sometimes you can't help but take it personally.
I got you. Okay, so you said that you're coaching the football, and so tell us about that facility that you were saying.
Team Impact is a community gym.
Okay.
It's located on the campus of the church I attend, Greater Vision Church, Pastor
Okay.
L.D. Lee.
Okay.
And they've been so gracious to allow me to use one of the storage facilities on the campus
Okay.
where that houses the gym.
Okay.
And yeah, like I said, I do boot camps, personal training session, group workouts, and a sports conditioning camp.
Okay. So is this something like because I've been meaning to get in the gym myself. I ain't gonna lie. So is this something that is it just open to the public? Is
It's
it a
open to the
website, or
public.
just how do we, if we were trying to get conditioned, or we wanted to go through camp, or do that? How do we get that information?
You can,
Not for myself per se. I'm just saying for those that out there that may want to know how do we find out that information.
You can go on Facebook
Okay.
at Team Impact, TEAM
Okay.
NPACT,
Okay.
Team Impact,
Okay.
and email teamimpact@gmail.com.
Okay.
Also on Instagram, you can either catch me at Coach Rod Nightingale
Okay.
or Team Impact.
Okay. Okay.
And connect with us. We have I have passes where I offer my first 2 classes free, so
Okay.
we can get
Okay.
a feel for each other.
Okay.
And as far as the regular times at the gym, Tuesday and Thursday mornings at 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
5 a.m.
Okay.
Get it in,
For
get it
them,
over
not,
with.
That ain't for me. 5 a.m.
Get it
Okay.
in, get it over with. And on Saturday mornings at 8 and 9 a.m. as far as the boot camps.
Got you.
And then the sports conditioning camp is from 10 to 11:30.
Got you. Okay, you got it out going on. 5 a.m. I just can't get that out of my mind, but that's okay.
I'm a morning person, so I try to get it out the way.
I understand. So, okay, so that's with the boot camp. But if they want to stay connected with you, how do we stay connected? Follow you just to see like you as an individual, or do you just do everything through the camp, or how does that work?
Individually, like I say again, I'm on Facebook as well.
Okay.
Roderick Nightingale.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can find me there. Or some people will see Rod Nightingale on drums because I do play drums.
Okay.
I'm a drummer at my church.
Okay.
And Coach Rod Knight on Twitter.
Okay.
And Team Impact on Twitter.
Okay. Well, I definitely thank you so much for stopping by and just kind of giving us a little insight on what it is that you do.
Thank you.
And we look forward to following you and staying connected and seeing what's next.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
My story, let me tell it. My story, let me tell it. Day one, can't forget where I came from. Let me explain my story, I'ma tell my story. Day one, can't forget where I came from. Let me tell the story, I'ma explain the story. You can't match my grind, you can't match my heart, you can't match my hustle. I done lost a lot of friends, I can never make amends, homie, I can never say that I trust you. I done been played, I done been led on, baby girl, I can never say that I love you. The vision been in the works, it's way more than a shirt. I just never let you know what I'm up to. When I turned 3, Pops took a little vacation. By the time he came back, it was my graduation. When you look at me now, you think it's all amazing. Now we paper chasing, haters catching vapors. Earned it on my own, I ain't never been affected. Still making money and the money don't make us. And I'm keeping God first, like Assalamu alaikum. Nothing was given, please don't get me mistaken. I put time in, grind and shine. Put myself to everybody, including my mom. I done seen fakes in disguise, look snakes in the eyes. Through it all, I just always stay calm. It's a worldwide, finna blow up like a bomb. The world in our palms. Now I keep it down by my side and designer on me. Every time I step out, young and looking like he going to a prom. Homie, I'm the best. You think you better than me? No, nobody better than me. You think you better? No, you ain't better. You think you better than me? No, nobody better than me. Let me tell my story, I'ma tell my story. Nobody better, nobody better. Oh, it's your boy Izzo with Fly. You know, shout out to Wonderlick for allowing me to perform, do what I do. I got the Fly girls with me. Appreciate all the support. You already know we on Way Up. You know what it is. We rocking out, chasing our dreams. You did. Let me explain my story, I'ma tell my story. Day one, can't forget where I came from. Let me tell the story.
All right, so I'm here with Patrina. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you, Kat?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Excited to have you here today.
I'm excited to be here. I am very excited to be here.
So tell everybody who you are and what it is that you do.
Okay, I'm Patrina Randolph. I am a life coach.
Okay.
I help people achieve their dreams, bring out the greatness that is on the inside of them.
Okay, so when you say life coach, does that mean grocery shopping? Does that mean my baby daddy drama? Tell us a little bit more in depth of what you mean by life coach.
Okay, well, a life coach is somebody that can help you in different arrays of your life. But it's definitely not counseling.
Okay, okay.
So counseling, if you have an issue that you're dealing with from the past,
okay,
I'm not the person
Got
to help
you.
you.
Okay.
If you have past issues and things like that, what I first do would sit down and do a consultation with you, and if we find out more of what you're dealing with is from past issues, then I will refer you to a counselor.
Got you.
But if you're wanting to move forward in your life,
Got you.
a goal that you want to tackle, somewhere that you just feel like you're stagnant and you need that help, kind of just like they do on a football team or a basketball team, somebody that helps you see what the goal is. Of course, the goal is always to win.
Of course.
I'm that person to help you win and move you forward in achieving those goals.
Okay. Okay. So is there any kind of like formal training or is it kind of like just people come to you and they're like, girl, I need some advice. How did you get into this arena?
Well, about 5 years ago, I started on a journey of losing weight and getting myself together or whatever. I was really overweight and I wanted to do something about it.
Okay.
And so I started, basically coaching myself. I went to a personal trainer, started, exercising on a regular basis. And really life just has a way about directing you in a certain thing.
Got you.
I know that one of the things with me being a writer, I started capturing what I was doing through my writing. So I wrote a book.
Okay.
From that, all my life, people have always come and ask for advice and different things like that. But I'm definitely a motivator,
Okay.
a person that can really get people to do certain things. I'm a leader, not a follower.
Indeed.
So it just comes to me, I think, more
Natural.
naturally.
Okay.
But also, after doing it for so long, an opportunity came to me through my mother to do a certification for life coaching.
Okay.
And it just actually happened August the 2nd of this year.
Okay, congratulations on
And
that.
I'm excited about that.
Okay.
I got officially certified.
All
as a
right, girl.
life coach.
I hear that. I hear that. So one thing that I wonder or ponder, about when I hear coaching, you pour into so many people, and I'm sure you have so many different clients. Does that drain you personally, or does it take a toll on, your lifestyle?
No, it's really invigorating.
Okay.
For me, sitting down with a client, hearing what they, are aspiring to do,
Okay.
really gets my juices flowing, and I really enjoy it so much. So it, it revitalizes me. It just
Got
makes
you.
me, want to push harder. That purpose in my life, because it's not something that I'm just doing just because I want to do. It's part of my purpose and who I am. So helping other people, it actually helps me to be a
Helps
better
you.
me.
Okay, so it adds to you more than
Yeah,
take away.
Yeah.
Got you. So is there any notable clients or any notable things going on that you just want to make mention of? Or I know you just got certified, so
Well, I'm actually getting ready to. I'm working towards doing my launch.
okay.
So I haven't done an official launch.
Got
I have
you.
started with my clients, so
Okay.
I'm doing bookings and everything.
Got
with
you.
that. I usually try to save those bookings for Saturdays
Okay.
because of the other things that are going on
Got
in my
you.
life. I'm a full-time student, a full-time mother.
Yes.
I work full-time.
Yes.
So I am very focused on what I do. But that launching and everything, that'll be coming in the new year.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to that. I'll keep you informed.
Keep us posted.
For the launch.
Okay.
But I have got started, and I'm already helping people, do what it is that they're called to do.
Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. Well, I do want to ask you, if we want to stay connected and definitely find out about that launch
need
and
to.
what's
Yes,
going on,
yes.
how do we stay connected, with you as an individual and with your life
Okay.
coaching?
I have a website,
Okay.
and my website is FAT, F-A-T, the number 2,
Okay.
and then Fierce,
Okay.
Fierce, FIERCE.com.
Okay.
So fatthefierce.com.
Okay.
And that's how you can get in touch with me. You can also email me there at info@fatthefierce.com. And there you'll find whatever information you need to find about me to stay connected. I'm on Facebook, so you can Google my name, Patrina Randolph, and you'll be able to get more information about me and the things that I'm doing.
All right. Well, that sounds like a plan. I know I'll personally be connected, and I look forward to following you and seeing where you progress to and get invited to that VIP launch party.
Maybe you can host it for us. All right.
Maybe
Maybe
we
you can
might
host
have
it
to find out about that. All right. Well, it's definitely been a pleasure sitting down with you, connecting with you, and like I said, we look forward to following you and seeing what's next for the future.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. So I'm here with Janae. Hi, Janae. How are you today?
How are you? I'm doing good.
That's great. Why don't you tell everybody who you are and what it is that you do?
Okay, well, everybody, hello. My name is Janae Henderson, and I am a mental health therapist as well as a life coach.
Okay. All right. So, kind of break it down for us. I'm sorry for those that don't know what a life coach or a mental health therapist. Give us a little bit more information on what that is.
Okay. So, as a mental health therapist, I work with people that have emotional issues or mental health issues such as bipolar disorder, depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, schizoaffective, those kind of disorders. But as a life coach, for me, it's kind of a less clinical world. Life coach is really in right now. It's an opportunity for everyday people to find themselves
meeting with someone to help them process things, to help them get from point A to point B. What I like to call it is I meet people where they are and I get them to where they want to be.
Gotcha.
So as a life coach, for me, my emphasis is helping people develop healthy relationships.
Gotcha.
Whether that's romantic relationships, work relationships, peer relationships, family relationships, as well as develop a relationship within themselves to make it stronger, beautiful. For me, one of my second passions is helping people to become emotionally well. I think in society right now there's a lot of emphasis on looking good.
Okay.
And for me, I think the same emphasis that we place on looking good, we have to place on being good and looking good on the inside.
You're right about that. So let me ask you this. Is there any formal training that you've been through or that you have to go through to call yourself a coach, or is it just something like, well, I'm in the mental health industry already, so I can kind of branch off, or how did it happen for you?
For me, I was already in the mental health industry.
Got
I was
you.
already a therapist. I already
Got
had
you.
my bachelor's. I already had my master's in counseling and psychology.
Okay.
But I kind of said, well, I'm already doing life coaching anyway.
In a form, yes.
In a form. So
Okay.
I was kind of like, well, let me take this opportunity to kind of transition into both.
Got you.
And as a life coach, some people do have a certification where they go through a training program. But for me, I didn't go that route because I already had a formal background.
Okay.
And I just kind of jumped in.
Got you. Okay. So one of my biggest questions that it always, for those that coach and, you deal with so many people, and especially with you dealing with like the mental health aspect of it, does that drain you as an individual? Does that like tear you down sometimes to deal with so many different people and all these different illnesses? And, how does that affect you?
It's a really good question, and it's a two-part question. On one hand, I feel like I learned to compartmentalize.
Okay.
Where you may have a really sad, dramatic story, and you go home, and you have to be able to check that at the door.
Got you.
You have to be able to check that at the door so that doesn't interfere with your personal life. But on the other hand, I've used my clients' stories to inspire me as a life coach. I want to be one of those people that is not a hypocrite. I pride myself in being a coach who's authentic and transparent. So the things that I try to tell my clients to do, I want to do myself.
Got you.
So if I give them certain type of relationship advice, I need to follow that advice myself.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, so I guess like typically if you don't kind of wear it on your sleeve or take it personal, I guess more or less, is that pretty much the concept? Like you can
shrug most of it off. I mean, there are always some things that are just really heartbreaking that kind of stick with you, and they make you kind of question the society we live in.
For sure.
But I kind of take those feelings and try to turn it into a drive.
Gotcha.
I say it drives me to say, okay, you can't save everyone, but I can make a difference in the next person's life.
And that's true. Well, that's good to know. Well, for those that want to follow you and they want to stay connected, with you, and how do we stay connected with you?
Well, I'm on all social media.
Okay.
You can follow me on Twitter.
Okay.
Janae_Henderson. I'm on Periscope, Janae_Henderson. I'm on Instagram, JanaeVHenderson.com, as well as Facebook, Janae V. Henderson. And also you can check me out on my website, read my blog, contact me on my website, JanaeVHenderson.com.
All right. Well, it's definitely been a pleasure, getting to know you and connecting with you. I thank you so much for, letting us know what it is that you do and giving us more awareness on that. And I'll stay connected and, see where life takes you.
Okay, thank you.